So, the Black Ops Cold War Alpha came out last weekend, and for the most part it looks like it's going to be a promising year for Call of Duty. However, as I'm sure many of you experienced, or at the very least heard about, there's one major issue with the game that's causing problems in the community at the moment. If you read the title before clicking the video, you probably guessed it. It's the infamous skill-based matchmaking. This topic of discussion has become pretty prevalent over the past year or so in various gaming communities, namely including Fortnite and Apex Legends, but especially so in the Call of Duty community. Only a day after Alpha's public release, people took to Reddit and Twitter to discuss and voice their complaints about the game's skill-based matchmaking system in a completely calm and polite manner, of course. This is the Call of Duty community after all, with many people even cancelling pre-orders due to it. I could even see it myself whilst playing the alpha. As someone who's been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, 13 years apparently, Jesus. As someone who's been playing Call of Duty for apparently 13 years, even I felt that the skill-based matchmaking was out of control. Now, before I get into the main bulk of the topic and discuss the real issues of this system, I thought I would explain to people quickly what exactly skill-based matchmaking is. Skill-based matchmaking, or SBMM, not to be confused with BDSM, is a system that basically tries to identify an individual player's skill level at a game, and attempts to put them into matches of other players at the same skill level. Games like Rocket League and CSGO essentially run on this system with their ranked and competitive modes. Admittedly, skill-based matchmaking sounds great on paper. Players aren't matching with people who are necessarily better than them, and you aren't being put into games with new players who aren't going to challenge you. It especially sounds good for people who are new to these types of games in general, so they don't get absolutely crushed and put off the game immediately. However, the issue with skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty and other games is that developers are adding the system into unranked modes. This leads to environments where there are no casual matches, only ones that feel competitive. Players don't want to feel like they're playing at COD champs every single match. Sometimes players just want to unwind for a bit and enjoy playing the game casually, which is something that skill-based matchmaking doesn't allow for. Skill-based matchmaking also makes it difficult to play with friends in parties, as it can lead to various skill levels mixing, making matches inconsistent. It also encourages people to abuse the system and boost during matches. Now, all of these issues are in my opinion very valid, and skill-based matchmaking really can strip out a lot of the fun of a game. I've seen many people argue that the system only helps the games, and that Call of Duty specifically is quote-unquote no longer a casual shooter, so it shouldn't be treated as such. This doesn't seem like the best take to me, as I feel like Call of Duty is still one of the most casual shooters on the market, which is exactly the reason why so many people buy it every year. Now, it's a less known fact that pretty much every single Call of Duty game has had skill-based matchmaking of some sort. As per Martin Donlan, the director of technology at Treyarch, every Call of Duty game since Call of Duty 4 has had a skill-based matchmaking system of some sort. Donlan also went on to say that skill-based matchmaking can't simply be turned on or off in games, however it can be fine-tuned. In Modern Warfare and Warzone, skill-based matchmaking is one of those issues that really does make the game unbearable. This system, mixed with the hackers in Warzone, really does discourage so many players from playing the games. Infinity Ward themselves have actually gone as far as to say there's no skill-based matchmaking in Warzone. However, the community quickly disproved this fact and demonstrated exactly how extreme the system is in the game. If a player goes back and plays any of the older Call of Duty games, then the skill-based matchmaking systems aren't even noticeable. They work behind the scenes on a minor level, and potentially could be credited for making these other games great experiences. However, at the current level, it does the complete opposite for most players. Now you may be wondering, if so many people are opposed to skill-based matchmaking, and developers and game studios are completely aware of this, they'd have to be blind not to see the uproar online about the system, why don't they simply remove skill-based matchmaking and make players happier? Well, there's a few theories that have been circulating, but the main one which comes up time and time again is the simplest and most probable, especially when it comes to game publishers. The answer is money. The theory is that the new players who haven't played the games as much will begin to do really well in games due to skill-based matchmaking, and will be more encouraged to spend money on microtransactions for the game. A new player is most likely to spend money on a game they're good at, one with skill-based matchmaking, as opposed to one in which they're consistently getting thrashed at the game. This theory especially adds up for Call of Duty, as skill-based matchmaking has only really become a major issue since Modern Warfare, the game that has the least pay-to-win lifestyle compared to Advanced Warfare, World War II, and Black Ops 3, and just all the other recent Call of Duty games. With hardcore players having no reason to pay for microtransactions, publishers have targeted new players who are more willing to buy skins and calling cards. Now, there isn't really much evidence to this theory, but looking at the track record of certain publishers, in this instance Activision, it seems extremely plausible that this could be the reason for the extreme skill-based matchmaking. So, what's the solution? Well, unfortunately the only real way that any gaming community could potentially see any change to the system is through public outcry, similar to that of Battlefront 2 a few years back. It's a well known fact that these companies respond to money, however it's also just as true that they respond to a lack of money. If people don't buy the games or refuse to at least spend money on microtransactions, it is possible that Activision would respond by telling devs to tone down the skill-based matchmaking in order to increase sales. However, ladies and gentlemen, that's just about it for me at the moment. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, or even learned something new, then please feel free to like and share, potentially even subscribe while you're at it. I do really enjoy the new Call of Duty, and if this system is tweaked a bit, then it will be absolutely amazing. It will be a great year for the Call of Duty community. But for now, that is all. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.